Hi everyone, this is Misha from Makeup Research, and today we're going to look at new drugstore makeup as usual. So we have a lot of stuff. I have some NYX, I have some Troublemaker, Trended Up, Kiko, some Catrice leftovers that I forgot about the last video. So let's get to it. Let's do some makeup. I'm going to start with my face as usual. And I have the new Troublemaker Anti-Hero, what is this? Hypochlorous Acid Skin Mist and Primer. Now, the hypochlorous acid has been all the rage lately because people have been using it after the gym. It's helping with breakouts on your back, on your face. So I kind of feel like this could be a good thing. The primer is looking like a very lightweight jelly. So I'm just going to put it all over my face. I feel like this could be nice, especially in the summer if you are breakout prone. Or if you are looking to like improve your skin health in relation to acne and you still want to wear makeup. I've been quite liking this primer. I have used it a couple times before. It is lightweight. It is just a little bit sticky. It's not like your usual gripping primers. It does have a grip to it, but not super strong. The mist could be nice for the gym as people are usually using these. I do like this mist format. It's a very compact, very easy to travel with. And if it actually works and helps with the acne, that's even better. So now for a new foundation, I do have the NYX Make & Wonder Soft Matte Buildable Foundation. Again, I've been using this for a while now, and this might be like my favorite foundation in like the last couple years. This is insanely good, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. I usually like to apply it from my palette. I have the shade 6 Light, which is not a bad match. I feel like it's quite okay. It is very thin and liquidy, as you can see. A little goes a long way, and you can apply this with a variety of brushes. I do quite like something a little bit denser, so I'm gonna take my Sephora One brush, which is a little bit angled, but I do really like it for foundations. I'm just gonna work it in the brush and go straight onto my face. And as you can probably tell straight up, this has some like serious coverage, but it does feel almost like a skin tint. Like it does have that insane lightness. Like you almost cannot feel it on your face. I'm just gonna do a half of my face so that you can see the comparison. It definitely does fit in the soft matte category. It does have kind of like that skin-like finish, but a little bit more matte. And it does look gorgeous. It also lasts absolutely wonderful. Okay, so this is roughly one half of my face. This is where I have the foundation. This is without a foundation. Would you believe it? I forgot to set up my light. Yeah, a bit better. So this is the side with the foundation. This is the side without. You can definitely see that this side is a lot more even. It does have like a little bit of matteness to it. It does match me pretty well, doesn't it? And overall, it just looks a bit more put together. This side is my just regular side. I just want you to see how smooth and how skin-like and just how nice this looks. I think this would be really nice for people who don't powder their face, because this is really giving me like very natural but kind of snatched vibes. I was kind of hesitant because it wasn't the cheapest, but I don't regret anything. It has become my go-to for like, you know, events and like times when I really need the foundation to last. And I feel like it sinks into the skin so well. Like you almost cannot over apply this because it is so light in texture. And this is my full face with the foundation on. It feels like nothing. It feels so good on the skin. I would definitely recommend this if you're looking for something with decent coverage that is very lightweight, blends really well. The shade range is also really impressive, so if you are looking for something that would like really match you well, so it's almost undetectable, I feel like this is the kind of foundation you want to look for. It's not the cheapest in terms of drugstore, however, I do find it very, very good and reliable and super long wearing. Also, it doesn't really act up on any skin issues. Like when I get oily through the day, it doesn't really get much oilier. And also if I have any dry patches like I have in this area, you cannot really tell at all with this one. So it doesn't really cling to any texture, any problems. I really like it. I think it's a great foundation. I also have a new concealer. This one is from Troublemaker and it's their Ditto concealer. I do like the Pokemon reference. I have the shade Firecracker. The shade range on this is nasty. It's not good. I'm not sure if it was the full shade range in the store or not. We have like a very stiff doe foot applicator. I have not tried this concealer yet, so we'll see what I think about it. I'm not gonna do too much because I'm a bit afraid it's gonna be a little thick. But the shade does look pretty nice, so we'll see. The smell does remind me of something. I don't know what though. I'm gonna grab a brush to blend it out. It does seem to blend out pretty well. I'm not seeing any streakiness or any issues so far. Under the eyes, you can always tell like how much the under eye circles peek through. This is peeking through a bit, so I feel like this is more like a medium coverage concealer. It doesn't look half bad. I feel like it's not very hydrating. I've been using a lot of like more serum-y concealers under my eyes, so I really got used to that added hydration and that kind of glow. This is a little bit more on the matte side, but I'm not mad at it. I think it looks pretty good. Alright, now for the powder. I may have the most overhyped product I've ever seen in my life. This is the NYX Wonder Snatch powder. This is in the shade Sugar Surf because I didn't really want to get any of the gimmicky color shades. This is 6 grams of product. Like, this is so expensive for what it is. It is a talc-free formula, I do get that. On the other hand, I don't really like talc-free powders anyway, so what are we even doing here? I don't know. But this is tiny. Like, I don't know, I should probably compare it to something like, for example, this Wet n Wild powder is 20 grams, costs way less. And yeah, people on the internet have been making a fuss about this, which I don't like, first of all. And yeah, I still wanted to try it and see if it's any good. It does have a lid you can actually use to apply it, and it does have like a little rotating stopper. I'm gonna take some out. Like, straight up when you look at it, I feel like it does look a little chunky. Like, I just don't really like the look of it as much. I'm gonna apply it under one eye with a brush and under one eye with a puff, because I already know I'm not the biggest fan of this, so I want to give it like more chances. First, I'm gonna go in with a puff, tap off the excess. It's very dusty, and I'm just gonna go in, and then I'm gonna grab a brush. I'm just gonna pick up I'm gonna like work it in and tap off the excess. And go in. Oh my god, I haven't done this in so long. Let's look at the difference if there is any. Honestly, the puff side is looking a little bit drier. I feel like in this area specifically where I have some texture. The brush side is looking a little bit less dry. However, I still feel like this is settling in my like under eye lines way worse than majority of my powders. My under eye wrinkles, like, they don't look this bad when I don't wear any makeup. This is just, I feel like this powder is not doing me much justice, but I'm going to use it to set the rest of my face because I do like to powder my face. So I'll do that and I'll see you in a minute. All right, so this is everything powdered down. I feel like it doesn't look too bad. Now, the one issue that I have with this powder is, to me, this looks a bit heavy. When I compare it to my K-Beauty powders, it's just kind of looking a bit powdery. Especially with this foundation that I know looks amazing in skin-like. This is starting to look a little too makeup-y for me, a little too matte, a little too heavy, and I think it's the powder's fault. Also, another issue that I have with this powder is that it just doesn't last. I'm just not a big fan of this powder at all. And I'm honestly getting so sick of like fake viral products. Like, this would never go viral. If people weren't sponsored, if people weren't sent this product, if there wasn't TikTok, like, this is just a very mediocre powder that is expensive, small, isn't too good. It kind of makes me look like a ghost too. So I feel like instead of raving about the powder that is like very mid, you could rave about the foundation that is actually amazing and actually like has some good properties. Guess I'm just getting a little mad at the internet culture because I just really don't like this. So no, I would not recommend this powder. There are way better powders, even from NYX. That's it. Next, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I do have a new product for that as well. This is the Troublemaker Teddy Brow in the shade Medium Brown. I do like these like dual-ended products because they're really good for traveling. And in this one, you have a brow pen, which is actually very thin. I was super impressed by that. And then on the other side, you have a little clear brow gel. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows now very quickly. And also, they're not looking the best right now, so we'll see what I can do. But as you can see, this is like a really, really thin. It really makes the strokes nice and natural. And it's almost like a watercolor, like it's not too pigmented. Now we take the gel. The brush is really small, so it really lets you cover all the hairs individually, which I think is really nice. So here we have the brows. This is the done one. This is the undone one. You can see a lot more definition, a little bit of a color change. So I'm gonna finish off the other one and I'll be right back. So that is all. We got the brows. What I like about this brow gel too is that it does actually dry down. And it is one of the brow gels that you can like layer to really get like nice hold and a great precision. So I'm gonna add a second layer to both brows. And the brow gel does feel a little bit sticky initially, but it does dry down and doesn't leave any sticky residue. So I do really like that as well. Overall, a great product for the price. And today I feel like we have a blast from the past because I haven't seen eyeshadows like these in so long. And they are dual-ended. These are the new trended up Dream Duo liquid eyeshadows. Look like this. Very 2000 and I don't know, 5-ish. This is the shade 10 and this is the shade 20. Trended up, guys, you really need to work on your naming because what is this? This one is a matte brown and a gold shimmer, and this one is a matte, kind of like apricot pink and a shimmery, I don't know, like warm tone gold. I'm gonna swatch them, of course. And they're like true liquid shadow. It's like so weird to see a formula like this in the drugstore. The lasting power of these is actually very impressive. I have worn these before. Oh, this is almost like a rose gold. Okay, and this is what we're looking at. We have always the matte and the shimmer next to each other. These look great. Like, they're super pigmented. They're a little bit patchy in some places, as you can tell, but when you blend them out, it's not as apparent. And the shimmers are actually super shimmery. I feel like this one is a bit more fun. So these are a little bit tricky to work with though. So I would recommend having like a beige eyeshadow or a powder on hand. They are really long lasting. They really set down and stay, but they're a bit more tricky to work with. So I'm gonna go ahead and use like a very small brush to place the color. I'm taking this one. And we're gonna start by placing the eyeshadow on the outer portion of the eye where I like eventually want the shade. I'm gonna try to blend it like a tiny bit, but it's not gonna be the easiest thing ever with this placement brush. I'm gonna try to place it in a little V shape. There we go. I'm gonna take a little bit of that shade, like kind of left over from my hand. It's almost dried up. And I'm gonna go ahead and try and move the placed eyeshadow as best as I can. It is blending a little bit. You just have to be quick and patient at the same time. I am going to be taking a little bit of a beige eyeshadow just to soften the edge a little bit because I really don't like when it looks super unblended. So I'm gonna take the shimmer now, again on my hand. I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna pick up a little bit and like really work it into the brush. You don't want like a thick layer of eyeshadow on your brush. And I'm gonna start slowly tapping it onto the lid. And when you see how the color behaves, you can like add more, you can pick up a thicker layer. You can decide how to go about this. And what's also great about it is you can build it up as much as you want. I can take the doe foot and go straight in. It is metallic, there's no glitter particles in this eyeshadow, so it's giving you more of that sheen rather than like specks of glitter. Now to blend it in, you can take the initial placement brush and give it a bit of a Is this as neat as I could make it with powder eyeshadow? No, definitely not. But this is gonna last like through a pool party. It's great for a beach. You can use this when you know you're gonna be sweating. You can really go for this when you know you need long wear and stuff like that. You can even set this with powder eyeshadow if you want. You can put this underneath and then like blend on top. It's really up to you how you utilize these. But I think they're really nice. Like, I'm very glad I got them. Another thing that I have are these Little Mermaid eyeshadows from Essence. These are absolutely stunning. They kind of look just like water and glitter when they're not mixed up. These are a bit mixed up. They're super liquidy. You have to be very careful when you use them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. I think it really matches the vibe. This is the shade 2. Looks really cute. So again, I'm gonna put some on my hand. Pick up some of the glitter and I'm gonna put it right here in the middle of the eye. Yeah, it's mostly like silver and dark pink glitter, so you can see like a bit more reflect in that place. That's looking really cute. I like that a lot. I also have this NYX Epic Inky Stix matte in the shade Ember Energy. This is their new eye pencil, I guess you could call it. Looks like this. It's very strange looking. It's kind of like very narrow and slim, and you like push it up by pumping the bottom. And when you actually swatch it, it's insanely creamy and dark. So I'm going to be putting this in my waterline. And I'm also going to put this like near my upper lash line and smudge it a little bit. I just want to show you how easy this is. Because most pencils really aren't, and I was always so afraid of using pencils as eyeliners, but this is just so creamy. This is almost like a pot eyeliner, but in a pencil. It's wonderful formula. I really, really like it. So there we go. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side and I'll be right back. That is it. Those are the eyes basically done. It's pretty simple actually. I do quite like it. You can tell the shimmer is there. It's looking really nice. It is a little bit patchy in places, which is caused, of course, by that liquid eyeshadow because it's not as easy to blend. The color of the eyeshadow and the color of the product in the tube is very different. Like here you can see how much it actually darkens when you use it. So you just have to kind of keep that in mind because it is matte and it is going to dry down and darken. Now for my mascara, I do actually have a new tubing mascara. Isn't that freaking exciting? This is the new Trended Up Volume Vibe tubing mascara. So cute. I love the packaging. But also, I have this one from them, which is the Lash Refresh Mascara, which is supposed to be, and I quote, like a dry shampoo for your lashes. So this one, what it's supposed to do is refresh your lashes so they look like they just have been applied. You can use this alone as a standalone mascara, or you can use it on top of already applied mascara. So we're going to do both. I'm going to apply the tubing mascara first. It does have an amazing brush. Look at that. You have one side that is like really, really, do you mind? You have one side that is like really short and really, you can get like to the bottom of your lashes, and one side that kind of looks like your regular bristle brush. So I'm going to start with pushing the product to the roots with the shorter side. And then I'm going to go in with the other side to kind of brush it through. Honestly, so far I really like this mascara. It's super affordable, of course. It's trended up. But what I also like about it is not too wet. The effect is actually very nice. Like this is a good mascara. And of course it doesn't smudge because it's tubing. So I do really, really like it. On the other side, I'm also going to try the Lash Refresh just on its own. This one is very different. It does have like this very thick brush with a lot of bristles, if you can see that. I haven't tried this one yet. This brush definitely doesn't let you get too close to the eye because you would poke yourself in the eye. Yeah, and the effect is not that great. I would say that the Refresh Mascara on its own, it's really like separating the lashes, but it's not really doing anything that nice. So in a minute, once everything is like dried down, I'm going to try and use the Refresh Mascara on the other side because I really want to see how it looks. I did just put on a little bit of my Catrice bronzer. And now we can continue with their new Soft Glam Baked Blush. I don't think I used this one in a video. I did kind of forget about this. And this is their new baked blush formula. It's kind of giving Rare Beauty, I gotta say. I have the shade Peachy Breeze. It's looking amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. It's actually quite pigmented. Oh yeah, this is way more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, this is looking really cute. This is kind of similar to the new Essence blushes, but those were mostly glitter and not as much base color. I feel like these are more base color with some glow. It's definitely nothing like the Rare Beauty blushes. Like, those are a lot more glowier. I like it. If you look really up close, it almost looks like I have a highlighter on. Like, there's some gold shimmer going on, but it's definitely nothing crazy. And then I have the Trended Up Luminous Touch for eyes and cheek, which is supposed to be like a highlighter slash eyeshadow, basically. I have the shade 10, of course, which is the lightest shade. The other two ones did look a little bit too dark. Now, this thing does seem like a baked highlighter, but when you swatch it, it doesn't really feel that way. And also, it kind of looks like chalky and chunky. It's almost like flaky. It's a very weird formula, and I'm not sure how it's gonna look on the skin. I haven't tried it yet. Also, it's probably not gonna go with the look, but it's fine. So it's not looking bad, but I think it's not as smooth and as nice as you would expect from it. Like, it does kind of look, again, like a Rare Beauty dupe, but it's not given the same smoothness. When you swatch it, it looks horrendous. It looks like dandruff. When you actually apply it and really blend it in, you have to buff this in to get this like nice and smooth glow, but I think it's cute. I like it. Interesting, interesting. Maybe, you know, I kind of want to try the other shades too, because this doesn't seem to have a lot of base color. This really does seem to be like just the shimmer. I have two last products, which are both lip products. They don't match at all, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. We'll see. Oh my god, what is that? Oh. This is the new Catrice Shape and Shade Lip Pen, which is supposed to be like a spin on the Korean lip liners that are kind of supposed to give you like that nice blurry finish. So on one side you have the lip pencil, which in this case we have the shade Lip Loft. When I swatch it, it's, oh, that is actually really cute. It's like a brown orange. That is a really cute color. I would not expect from this packaging. And on the other side you have like a little silicone thingy, which I assume is supposed to like blend it a bit. Oh, I mean, I tried it at the back of my hand and it's kind of just like, it's like moving the product. It's not blending it. I'm just gonna apply it and see how it looks. This is very creamy. So I think these are supposed to be more like a diffused finish rather than a super precise lip line. And then I have this new Trended Up Plump and Glaze gloss stick. This is your tried and true gloss in a stick, kind of like the MAC formula, kind of like the Makeup by Mario formula. It's all the same thing. This one is in the shade, I guess it's 40. Yeah, 40. I really like the shade. I've been wearing this a lot, so this just kind of lives permanently in my purse. They have a few different colors. I'm still kind of tempted to get more because it's a gorgeous formula. It doesn't budge up, so it's quite easy to apply. Let me show you. Oh, this is not as bad of a match as I thought it was going to be. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It is kind of like a gloss in a stick formula. It does say plumping effect, but it is one of those like, you know, modern, not burning, just plumping because it's nice and shiny kind of effects. Okay, so let's finish it all up with the Troublemaker Anti-Hero Hypochlorous Skin Mist, which I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a setting spray. Well, might as well. It does smell a little, you know, like chemicals. And the last thing I wanted to try was to use the dry shampoo mascara on my regular mascara, so we're gonna do that. So this is what it looks like before. Maybe this is not too bad for layering. And this is after. I mean, there's not much of a difference. I feel like it kind of separated the lashes a bit more and made them like a little bit more wispy almost. Is this a necessity? I don't think so. I don't think you need a dry shampoo for your lashes, but I will be testing this more. Maybe when I wear the mascara for like a longer time, this is gonna make a big difference. We'll see. So yeah, this is the final look. I think this was a kind of surprising success. I think Trended Up is kind of stepping up their game with some really fun products. Same thing about Troublemaker. I was a little bit unsure after their initial launch, but now I think maybe there's something to them. I don't know. Like this video if you enjoyed this little venture into the drugstore world. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And if you want to see more of these like more in-depth tutorials on eyes or other stuff, let me know. I was kind of thinking about getting more into that. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!